If you're feeling like you're in a place of life right now, um, but you just feel fed up, just done, over it, tired of being tired, just wanted to throw this out there, okay? And when I do this, please understand that a lot of these videos I make for myself because I can give the best advice and not take it for myself. And that's pretty crazy. But sometimes we need to hear the truth, and the truth can be hard to accept. If you find yourself constantly drained, constantly sick and tired, fed up and over shit, possibly it's time to step back, reflect, so that you can redirect from your own bullshit. Accountability is hard. It's not easy to look at yourself in the mirror and be straight up. But at the end of the day, the truth is, where we find ourselves in life, the situations, the predicaments, where we're at or where we're not, all of these things come back to self. At the end of the day, our lives and our reality in which we're living are a mere reflection of our own decisions, our own actions. We have the ability to control and dictate our lives. And we are the only ones who have that ability. Nobody can do anything about your situations in your life except for you. Yet we sit back and we blame things, we blame people, pointing fingers at everybody but ourselves about how we are, where we're not, what we have, what we don't have. Not allowing ourselves to accept the fact that our reality, again, is a reflection of our own self projections. Everything comes back to self. The things that you think, the way that you talk to yourself, the things that you do, the actions that you take, the decisions that you make, all of these things have brought you to exactly where you're at right now. All of them. Regardless of the things that happen to you. And understanding that, yes, you can't always control the things that happen to you. But what you can control is how you recover from them. What you can't control is how you react to them. What you can control is what you give your energy to. What you can do is control the way you move and the direction in which you move, regardless of the things that happen to you. You can't control if you're a victim. Everything comes down to self, and everything comes down to the decisions that you make. The thoughts that you think lead the actions that you take. And the thoughts and actions manifest and bring to you your reality. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then change something. If it's not working, do something else. If there's something that you want to say, then say it. If you don't want to be somewhere, then fucking leave. If there's something that you're not doing that you should be doing, that you want to be doing, then fucking do it. And if you're not going to, then shut the fuck up about it already. Because it gets to a point where we're just making ourselves look real damn dumb. And honestly, if you want to be honest with yourself, you kind of are. If you know better and you don't do better, you might as well have not known shit, because you're stupider than if you didn't know. At least if you didn't know, you can claim ignorance. But if you know better and you still don't do anything about it, who's dumb? Who's the bigger idiot? The person who knows and didn't do it, or the person who didn't know and didn't do it? Exactly. Accountability is a motherfucker. I know. I get it. If anyone gets it, This bitch gets it. But at what point do we take accountability and ownership for our own bullshit? What's the point? There's a song on YouTube. What's the point, nigga? Tell me what's the point? Take accountability for all your dumb shit. I don't remember the words. She look it up. I don't remember even what it's called, but it's a female rapper, and it's real shit. What's the point? What's the point if you're not gonna do anything about it? If you're the only one who can change your life and you don't want to change it, you don't care enough to change it, you ain't that sick and tired enough to change it, then shut the fuck up and bask in your fucking dumbness. Bask in your immature and your childish ways and you're refusing to grow the fuck upness. Like, do that then and just shut the hell up and spare everybody else, right? Learn discipline and logic. Live your life and claim and own the life that you live, whatever that means for you. If you're gonna be stuck, then do it and enjoy that shit. Accept that shit. Own that shit. Run that shit. If you don't want to be stuck no more, then fucking handle it. It's like there's a video I was watching by Aaron Apke, and he's saying, you know, once you decide that you don't want to be a victim anymore, you will go through almost delusional things to make sure that you are never again a victim. Once you decide that you don't want something out of your in your life, you will go out of your way to make sure that it doesn't come about, that it's not something that you have to go through again, right? If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then decide that you're sick and tired. And once you make the decision, it's like once someone decides on something, it's kind of impossible to like change their mind, right? So if someone thinks they know something and you're trying to convince them, you're wasting your time because at the end of the day, you're not going to change their mind because they've already decided that that's what it is. So if you decide you're sick and tired, then stand on that shit. That means you will no longer allow yourself to be in the situations and predicaments that make you sick and tired. If you decide that. Now, if you're on the fence, you're teeter tottering like a motherfucker, and you can't decide because you're indecisive, and you don't want to take accountability and ownership and actually make some shit happen, then do that then. But don't sit here and be sick and tired because obviously you're not really. Sometimes you got to be honest with yourself. Step back, take accountability for your life. That's the only way that things will change because nothing will change unless you change and unless you change them. And if you're not willing to do so, shut up and sit down somewhere, right? You can make every excuse in the world. How, which, why, when, I am the way I am or where I am in my life. The only one that looks stupid at the end of the day is you because you're the only one to fix it and that can change it, and you don't want to do anything but complain about it, which is only going to bring about more things to complain about because that's what you're sending out because what you project is what you're going to reflect. Change your energy, change the direction, build some momentum. If you're going to build some shit, why not build momentum and move forward instead of building momentum to go backwards or stay stagnant? Be present in your life. Like, what are you afraid of? And it's like, these things are things that I tell myself, you know? And I find that for some reason, a lot of people, they don't think about things like this. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you thinking about then? TikTok videos? Like, what the fuck are you using your brain for? Like, what are you doing with it? If you don't think about your life and what you're doing and, trying to grow internally, then what the fuck are you doing? Then again, if you know, act like you know. If you know better, start to do better. Because if not, just let yourself stay dumb and ignorant then. Because then you are dumb and just dumb if you know and you're still not doing shit with it. That's where I found myself. Just straight up dumb. Like, bitch, if you don't get your shit together. Last thing I want to do is end my life being the girl with so much potential who did nothing with it. It doesn't make any sense. When it don't add up and it don't make money and it don't make sense, and fucking change some shit. Doesn't make sense and it doesn't add up. If it's taken away from, the answers change. And once you bring change, maybe it'll start making sense, adding up, and there you go, you got a whole dollar again. Stay broke with, stay broke, counting your pennies, or change some shit and bring fulfillment and wholeness to your life, and that's up to you. But I know at the age of 38, tired of counting my pennies. Tired of walking around with a whole bunch of pennies when I can change them in for a damn dollar, and I'm sitting here being weighed down with all these coins. Like I can't count in front of Coinstar. Like, and I'm not the only one. Sometimes you feel stuck, like you don't know what to do, even though you know what to do. But it's way easier than what we make it. That's hard to accept sometimes. Because with that comes accountability, responsibility, discipline, emotional maturity, and those things are hard. But you deserve those things. What moves will you make? What changes will you allow yourself to grow through so that you can be aware and who you want to be? What are you afraid of? You know, if you died today, what would you wish you did that you didn't do? And of those things, were those realistic things that you could have actually done and you just chose not to because you had other priorities that probably weren't really important that you look back on like, damn, I wish I would have made the time. Damn, I wish I wouldn't have lost so many years or wasted so much of my life doing things that took away from me and my purpose or what I was here to do and be for the world or for myself. Do what you gotta do so you can live your life. Make those hard choices. Have those tough conversations with yourself and be accountable so that you're not sick and tired and making a fool of yourself all at the same time. Don't be a victim to your life. Run that shit. You can do it. I believe in you. Time to start believing in yourself too.